So I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I'm going to go through how I made my curve on my teardrop camper. And I say teardrop, this thing's basically just rounded at the front end. So what you're going to see next is me showing you what I did, and I really simply went through and I put a string on a point and then just made a curve. There were some touch-ups that had to be done. I just used a sanding wheel and a grinder and ground off the edges to make it nice and pretty, but I'll give you the quick general gist of this. I used the Sawzall with the long blade and to cut through it, because that was the only thing I could find that really did a good job cutting it. So I tried a few other things. I probably won't show you that, but the Sawzall was the thing that I ended up using. So you're going to see that right now. Okay, so I don't have any precise tools to do this, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. First, I just mocked out a little corner over there. I don't really like it. I want this to be more angled, so what I did was I took a piece of string, found a point that's pretty much even with this side to that side. It's not perfect. But what I then did is I just attached that as tight as I could get it, and a pencil on there, and then I just went up and around, and that gives me a pretty good angle. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it needs to be close. And this is kind of what I wanted the front end to look like. So I think we're just going to go with it. So yeah. Alright, what I have to do now is I have to cut this wood while it lays here. And I can always sand off the edges afterwards if it's not perfect. So time to come up with a way to do that. Well, I have a Sawzall with a metal blade right here, and that took off the corner clean as could be. So why not go for it? So basically after I cut that, what ended up happening is there was a little bit of an angle at the bottom. So what I did was I put a flapper disc on this grinder, and then I just sanded off that edge that was there. And I ended up with two pieces that were exactly the same, pretty much perfect. So that's what you're seeing right here. It's not bad. Ended up sanding it with the grinder with the sanding wheel, and that brought it down pretty close. Let's see how it goes. I would like to get at least one of the sides up, both of them if I can, but they're very heavy. So now what you're seeing is I needed a way to hold this piece of wood because I was the only one around that day. So what I ended up doing is I put some screws under the edge of the wood there, and then I was able to stand it up on my own and throw a couple screws into it. So that's what you're seeing right here. I think we lost a little bit of footage there. What I missed was I drilled this in that way, screwed this on. I'm screwing this guy up the side. Then I have to frame this out. I think I want to frame it all the way over to the other side, so when I put up the other side, I have something I can just put it right into. Front end I'm not so concerned about, and this is actually pretty tight already. You know, you wouldn't want to like hit it, it would rip off, but I'm attaching this right now. I'm just straightening out this part a little bit. It's a little crooked. So, a few more screws. Now I've got to cut a few supports. I think I got to double check, but I'm pretty sure each one of these is 45 and a 16th, give or take. 45 inches and 16th. Get rid of some of these spider webs. So I want to get at least another one of these cut. So I'll just measure that one, cut the same thing for the opposite side over here. Let's see if we can get everything in here. So the other one goes here. And by golly, I got one that's here. So what I want to do is I want to get one of these in, and I want to get a support from here to here in the center. Because the top is going to be from the top all the way over to the other top. So that's the plan for the next thing. And it really screwed up this wood. It's all twisted and everything. But it'll make it work. So I'm going to cut this guy to the exact height. And then I'll get rid of that nasty piece at the top. This corner. So I'm going to attach this guy real quick and hopefully it stays alright. attached. Not too concerned about it being perfect because it's going to have a lot more screws in it when it's done. So I'm going to measure the piece that goes across and we'll put that guy on. And then we'll have some support for that one when it goes up. I will be right back though. Yep, so I just checked. The bottom piece is 45 and an eighth. An eighth, a 16th. 45 and a 16th. So I'm going to just duplicate that one, and that'll make sure that this guy is straight up and down. And this one's straight up and down, because there's still a little bit of play. So I'll be making that right now. So I found some really long ones, one for the outside and one for the inside one. Yeah. I'm going to pre-drill. It's pretty close to this. I don't know if this is going to help anything, but I want it to be straight, so. go. As tight as can be. Alright, so I'm going to measure center support now. Wherever center might be, I'm going to mark that first. 5, so it's 22.5. So this is the end of this one. I got tons of video footage to edit. I'm going to try to get to it soon. I'm about 2 months backlogged on this guy. So yeah, once I get the next one edited, it'll be out same day. Alright, see you in the next one.